Today, Ranger and I, we're down here at the barn, and we want to show you our Icelandic chickens. And maybe I can share some information that I've learned about these guys as we look at these birds. That right there's Cluck Norris. He's probably my favorite rooster. And not in confirmation or anything like that, but I just love the pretty color patterns in his feathers. I don't know if you can see his comb real well. He suffered a little frostbite damage. That'll grow out. He'll recover from that. But for the most part, he's a good fellow to have around. He's second in command. This one down here, the dark one right there, he's first in command. His combs come out of the frostbite. You can tell where it's kind of like a high raised row with no spikes. That's because the spikes, have since fallen off due to the frostbite damage. Now these Icelandics, they're known for the tufts of feathers on their heads, the crest, if you will, being kind of raised. Almost looks like they have a helmet sometimes. Notice the white one back there. Hers is probably the most predominant one that I've got. But all of these hens, that's one of the things they're known for. It's not a must for the breed, but it's one of the things they're known for. Another thing they're known for is, see the white earlobes? They'll go from a creamy yellow to a white. There you see it on that fella right there. But that's another thing that they're known for. That's I think that's a must for the breed is the white earlobes. Red is not considered a Icelandic. But other than that, there's not very many breed requirements, and that's primarily because they are what they call a landrace breed, and they're called Icelandics because the Norsemen or the Vikings took them to Iceland, to the settlements they had in Iceland as they made their way to the North American continent. And, these birds were isolated without any mixing on Iceland for 1,000 years to evolve to what we see now. And I don't think we've got any type of genetic evolution here, per se, but we certainly have a select breeding method that's come to show itself. And these birds have come to be known as very good broody hens, and they forage very well on their own. They supplement their feed better than any other bird I've heard of by foraging either in woodlands or grasslands. They can have any coloration available in the chicken world. They come in rose comb or straight spike comb. And about the only thing that's not acceptable is feathered legs. And in 1970, that's when they started to become, endangered, if you will. And people started exporting them to other countries to try to conserve them. And there are 4 major strands here in the United States, and you can read more about those on Facebook or the Conservancy page. But I got them because they're a really good homestead type bird because of their foraging ability, and they're very wary to predators. They have very good tendencies and are smart when it comes to looking out for aerial predators as well as ones on the ground. These birds they don't do real well in confinement. They're a better free range bird. The only reason they're in here today is I closed the coop up to be able to give you a better look at these guys inside the coop here. I'll let them out here in a little bit, and they'll run straight from that door up to the cover of trees because we've had a hawk issue here. And once you see one of your buddies get hauled off by a hawk, you don't need to see that too many times before you learn to go for cover. They're threatened. Their status is threatened, and you can get more on that on the Livestock Conservancy or Icelandic Chickens Preservation Organization on Facebook. Egg laying, they're not one of your more predominant egg layers. They lay eggs. Well, but they're not like your top breeds that lay an egg a day or almost every day. They're more known for eggs during the wintertime. So whereas your Rhode Island Reds and your more predominant egg layers, they quit laying eggs or slow down in the winter, these guys here are known for getting it done in the winter. They're known for not being bothered by snow too much. There's videos online of them out trying to forage in snow. So hey, good job, Iceland. You've got a great landrace breed that we can all enjoy. So for now, Ruger and I will go outside and we'll open that door and we'll get to see them forage outside. Here we go, Rugs. Let's go. Let's go let the chickies out. Attaboy. Attaboy. Come on, let's go let the chickies out. Yep. See these eggshells here? We made deviled eggs today for Easter. And those are the shells. Chickens, the hens, roosters, whatever, they love to eat those leftover shells. There we go. Now, this is, watch them run for cover under those trees. Oh yeah, it doesn't take long. They never seem to stray more than 8 to 10 feet from the cover of those pine trees. And you'll see the rooster, he's constantly poking his head up, looking out for the flock. And he'll sound an alarm if he sees a predatory bird or something else. But for the most part, they'll stay in this pine straw or in a fence row or in the wood line or something like that to stay protected from the aerial predators. And it's my experience with these aerial predators, they need like a runway. They need to be able to swoop down, and it takes some distance for them to be able to do that. They can't drop out of the top of these pine trees down into the pine trees to get these hens. So this technique's worked well for them. That right there, that foraging ability right there. If you're looking for a good foraging bird, I think these are known as the best ones out there. So I don't let them go completely without feed. I certainly supplement. Oh, right there. Right there is one of the predatory birds they're looking out for. Notice there's not a bird out in the yard. And did you hear that call by that rooster? Yep, that's why you have Icelandics. So, with all that said, I think Ruger and I is done for the day. We'll see you next time.